the weather this time of year in the South? Perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. But right away, they'll change the look. Wilson going to come out throwing. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there. They're holding him for a short gain.
Here's Wilson to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. 14, run it. 36 power.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Blue striker. Set hunt. Drill 60 red. 60 red. Cycle. Ready?
Here's Young. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okuwegu down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
They're making the tackle there, Martin Emerson. And these two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep.
10 cycles. Ready.
Now here's Young. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Here's Young from the shotgun. Now he's going to step up and run. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
A gain of 31 yards.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here we go, back. 50, green, 6, Mega. Set.
Young to throw it. And that is incomplete here.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Young. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they get their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick here is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offensive move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Punch left, punch 380. Hey, 0. 12. Hey, 0. Hold up. Check. Hey, guys, listen. Hey, alert. Yo, Friday. 380.
Now it's Wilson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Go. Left pass. 14.
Now Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
18. Hey, let's go double count right here. Double count. Bang out. Bam.
Throwing is Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Cut.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
What? 380! Movement!
Here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Gain of 3 yards. Brings up 4th and goal.
Go, 14. Hey, alert. Spot that. Good job right there. Hey, alert. Right.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Ready.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. To throw is Wilson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
At the 44-yard line.
Got it. Move the team. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Hey, alert. Good guys, 4 down. Zebra. Hunt.
From the shotgun, Wilson going for the deep ball. That is incomplete. The Falcons are 3-6 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Here's 2nd and 10.
3-15. Good job right there. One step. Good guys, 4 down. Alert. 12. Check. 12. Good job right there. 19.
Now Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Jalen Nolan with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
There, cut.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Good push up front and then a run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to run.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Okay, ready? Set, cut.
A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Option play. Here's Robinson. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Here's Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed down him quickly and held him to a short gain.
One left. Go. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Good luck for signal.
Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
380. Cut.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And the Falcons first down.
14.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Took right. Good shot.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Fair. Hey, 0. Got it. Hey, alert.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 36 yards out.
The Folks' kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Third quarter starts with a run by Hubbard. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Here we go. 10 flat. Striker. 3-3. Edo blue. Will green. Set up.
From the shotgun, it's Young. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
14.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On those spots, alert. 95. Look for signal. Got it.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
And Wilson going to change things up here.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Touch 50.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Touch 50. Hey, 14.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
12.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
What? Good job right there. Zebra. All those special. Start.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll try and do this himself. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The Folks' kick is good.
And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And he returns this to the 22.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Right back to Hubbard.
Look at the juke.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
To the right side, hauled in by McMillan.
A solid stiff arm. Touchdown, Carolina! A big play there. 46 yards.
And the Panthers are able to widen their advantage.
And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Wilson wants a different look.
Bring out, Friday. Hey, alert. 18. Hey, well,
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Alert.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A give to Robinson on the option.
And he's got this down to the 35. Back now here on EA sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth.
35-yard line.
Running. Fight. Look, cheese. Hey, guys, listen. Go. Running. Go. Spot that. Good job,
And now they'll shift things around.
There. Hey, 0. Got it.
There's Wilson to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 280. Front left. Zebra. Hey, alert. There's 12, front left. Start.
Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Check 50. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. 18. Hey, alert.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
14.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Touchdown! Jalen Noel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
We'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Chuba Hubbard.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get to it after a gain of 6 to the 46. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Hey, alert, alert, alert! 14. 14.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
An audible here to get a new look.
Saturday. Go. All go special.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
This is 2nd and 8.
Come on, set. Rush, 52.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Ready?
Young now.
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a third down and 3. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's 3rd and 3.
Down, set.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Let's go now. Ready?
Young takes it on the sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 195 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Ready.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now again, it's Hubbard going left. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. The Young's going to throw for this. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Falcons 21. Ryan Fitzgerald.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now he's going to step up and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
95.
Now Wilson. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
19. Chris, front left. Hey, 0. Hey, alert. There. 12.
Throwing is Wilson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Now, we saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
14. Zebra.
Now it's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Wilson. He'll try and do this himself. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Now, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't state much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that.